Welcome to the NEC Women in Business series. At NEC, we'd like to take this opportunity to celebrate the social, economic, cultural and political achievements of women around the globe. Throughout this series, we'll be talking to women from NEC and highlighting their experiences, knowledge and mindsets within business. Today, we have with us Kate Hunt, who is HR Business Partner at NEC Australia. Kate has been with NEC for 5 years as one of the HR BPs supporting customer service and delivery. Kate, thanks for joining me today. What does ongoing professional learning look like for you?
I have always done my uni while I've been working full time. I continue to learn every day. I think that outside of professional development, like professional education like degrees and courses and so on, there is also so much that you can get from informal professional development. So it's not just about doing a degree or doing a course. It's also about being really curious and putting yourself out there to find out what other areas of development you might have or where you can seek to get knowledge from other areas.
What's the best feedback that you've ever received at work?
I was given some advice, and that was on the outside, look like a swan swimming on the water, very cool, calm and collected, but underneath the water, just paddle like mad. But I guess in terms of how other people perceive you, you need to come across as being really cool, calm and collected. And I've always remembered that simple little phrase, but it has really helped me in very stressful situations.
How do you juggle all your roles, both personally and professionally?
So for me, I prefer to lean into certain things when they become important. So an example might be if my children are sick, that's my priority. And so I lean into my family life. If I have an exam coming up, I will make decisions based on, well, I've got an exam on this date, so I can't do that, but can I do it on this date? And prioritising one thing at a time and then making decisions based on whatever is important at that time. And that could be not just, well, I've got an exam in a month. It could be moment by moment choosing, well, this is my priority right now.
Strategies do you have to ensure that, during change or pressure, that you're still remaining positive?
I'm a naturally positive person anyway, so that certainly helps. But for me, understanding why. So if I can rationalise, if I'm told this is why we're doing it, I may not agree with that decision. But so long as I know why it's being done, that helps me to understand, and then I can take action accordingly. But when you don't understand what the why is and you're having to do something that may not align with your values or that you don't agree with, it's exceptionally difficult.
If you could go back and tell your 18-year-old self something about your career management, what would that be?
I would tell myself to just chill out a bit, relax. It will happen. It really will happen. Again, I think I'm a good example of I will be 55 when I change careers and become a clinical psychologist. It will come, but go with the flow. It's also really interesting to note that research was done recently where they found that only 12% of people who did an undergrad landed up in a career in which they studied. So just because you have a Bachelor of IT doesn't necessarily mean that you are going to be an engineer for the rest of your life. Don't pigeonhole yourself into one area. Be really open and curious to what's out there.
Absolutely. And so many times I say to uni students when I'm speaking to them, and even high school students, that's not your only career. Like you live once and you have all the opportunities to you in the world. Don't think that is the only path that you can go down.
Clearly not, because that's what research shows.
Look, Kate, thanks so much for your time and your fantastic insight into your experiences, within business. Really appreciate it. Join us in the next episode of this series to hear how other females within NEC are utilising their experiences within business.